Welcome to our podcast. My name is Heather Jennings. This is my husband, Laurice, and this is the Meat and Mindset podcast. So welcome. In today's episode, we are going to be talking about the surprising life-changing benefits that we have witnessed and experienced on the carnivore lifestyle, doing the carnivore lifestyle.
Awesome.
Yeah. Awesome. So let's just jump right in. Are you ready, babe?
Yep.
Okay. So tell me and the viewers how you have felt mentally and emotionally before doing the carnivore lifestyle and now after.
Okay. I'm a word picture kind of guy.
Yeah.
So probably, and it took a little bit of time to kind of like really see all of this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we are week 9.
We are week 9.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
So it's like before, and you really don't realize it because life is busy and
yes,
you know, you just kind of do what you got to do that's in front of you and you just kind of push through.
Yes.
So to me, to describe the differences between before and after is going to be like foothills, not Mount Everest. I'm not that person, but foothills, just simple, just little kind of waves, you know, high lows, kind of, you know, some days you've got lots of energy and some days you kind of fight it a little bit. We're now, it's like at the beach.
I like the beach. I like that analogy.
Figure you would.
Yeah.
But it's kind of the beach. It's more level. And yeah, it's just, you took a little bit to kind of like, once you kind of realize but I'm not that far off. So I'm usually pretty consistent, but I can tell the difference.
So before, your energy and motivation were more the foothills, but now you're at the beach. So the beach to me is relaxing. It's pretty much level ground.
Yeah, I think the beach, because I mean, it is very relaxing.
Yes.
It's not, you know.
I like it. I like that.
It's consistent, but I'm not like running this sprint, and it's just moving through. And
I agree.
Feels good. Feels really good, actually.
Yes, I agree with you. I think for me also, my hormones are more in check. Mm-hmm. I'm not as emotional. Now, before carnivore, just being perimenopausal and hormonal, I could feel on the inside, and women, you will understand what I'm talking about if you are going through perimenopause. On the inside, there's a lot of things going on, a lot of emotions that maybe our spouses are unaware of.
A boy.
Yeah, no kidding. But I believe now, since doing carnivore, I really do feel that emotional steadiness. Like you were saying.
Foothills are beach.
Beach. I'm feeling the beach, people. I love the beach. So but the internal angst and anxiety that you're not having an anxious day. There might not be anything going on in your life emotionally that would cause anxiety, but when you're going through perimenopause, these things just are inside, and you really do battle that inside. You don't necessarily share that with people because you feel like you're a different human, and it's very strange. So since doing carnivore, a lot of that's really gone. I would say it's gone. I experience the natural anxieties of life. It's not taking me out.
Right.
Okay, so that is actually kind of a segue into the next section about women who are over 40 that are experiencing different things that we talk about on this channel, like your sleep and your fatigue or your cravings or your brain fog, things like that. So I will ask you after I kind of make this explanation, because I think this is really important that will draw the men into the conversation.
Yes.
And I think it will be a tool that they can utilize that will really help them to benefit. So stay tuned just for a few minutes. I just want to cover this for the ladies. For our hormone harmony, so to speak, sleep changes have been huge, like from a personal level. And I know so many people on this channel that have commented, that have said, you know, a variety of benefits that they have received from doing this. I mean, I could just go into lists and lists of it, but the improved sleep, the less inflammation, things like that. My sleep has been incredible since I've been doing carnivore. Would you agree?
Yes.
Just sleeping better and all those things. And the perimenopausal symptoms that surprise me, that I am able to have more energy throughout the day. So when I wake up, I typically don't struggle with energy, but it's like towards the middle of the day and then the end of the day.
Right.
I'm getting more done. I'm more productive. I feel more productive throughout. Since that's a stark difference with carnivore, I do have more energy as my body is detoxing and getting rid of the seed oils and the processed foods and all the chemical-y stuff. I just feel better, less brain fog, all the things. And cravings. I mean, whether I'm PMSing, I don't mean to be too TMI, but whether I'm PMSing or not, it's like, yes, when I'm PMSing, I'm more aware that I desire certain things.
Guys, that's a big clue of what you're getting ready to step into.
That's true. Yeah.
Come back to that.
Yes. And I'm excited to hear what you have to say. So I'm almost there with this. So bear with me. But the cravings are, I don't have the dips. I don't have the dips in my blood sugar is balanced and all the things. And so less water retention and all the things. So with all of that set aside, I could talk for hours on that, you guys. So I'm not going to, though. I do want to get to you, husband, about, tell us and the viewer, so I'm going to preface this by saying you have been such a huge support to me. Mm-hmm. Even when, we've been married for 4 years, and before that, when we spent time together, I was going through perimenopause, but I wasn't necessarily aware I was in it, but you knew it. And so tell us how you knew it. Tell us just how can you support and give encouragement to our viewers, to the men that might be in the middle of it. They don't know their wife is changing.
Better know
their identity. I mean, a marriage can really shift, can it?
Oh.
It's an upset. So please tell us like how you can encourage the viewer.
All right, really quick first, you said something I'm going to correct you on.
Oh,
you said women over 40 and up. I feel like this is for any of them.
Yeah.
Even going through...
Please. Yes.
Your cycle every month, I think will level you mood wise to where that's in the age.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. So I think it's important, guys, that time of the month, you've got to know it's coming.
Yeah.
And usually there's signs.
Yes.
That are pretty...
Irritability.
No, hang on a second. I think there's simple signs that really speak and let you know you're getting ready to step into that in the next few days. And I think it'll save a lot of unnecessary harsh words or negativity, or, just taking it personally, because we don't know what's going on.
Right.
We're not feeling it. We're receiving it, but we're not feeling it. And we're like, what's going on?
Right.
Well, yesterday was just fine. Now it's, what did I do?
Right.
So I think it's very important that you are aware.
Yes.
But it's also important that there's good communication.
Agree.
That, okay, you're expressing how you're feeling, so we know it's not us.
That's huge, you guys.
And I think that helps us be able to okay, it's not me. I need to help her.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with that. So I think it's important to know. But I think one of the first few little signs is you'll see different food cravings that normally don't happen except for going through this time, and I think that's a clue. That's, guys, got to watch that.
So
be aware.
Yeah.
Be aware, because it's not
that's
you.
That's wise.
And I think it's simple to do that.
Yeah.
And there's other things. And I want to tell you something. Everybody's different. So you've got to find and understand and get to know your person. Yeah. There's benefits in it, but you've got to not take it personally.
Right.
And I could take it personally if I didn't know.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what did I do? I'm like, there's just, trust me, Satan will like to take with that and run. So be ahead of it, know what's happening, and be aware. I think the other question you had was what were some of the signs that I picked up when we first were dating?
Yes.
I think, I think you were having some hot flashes, stuff like that. And when I went through a divorce, it was crazy. Don't wish that on anybody. You need to be aware of what's going on.
Yeah.
And you need to stay, I think, guarded. And I think, being in the Word, God is going to give you signs and help you learn your person to where you can go through this smoothly, easy.
Yeah.
And it's not going to take a marriage out, because
it can take a marriage out.
Yeah. And I think that's why carnivore is so sweet.
Yes.
These mood cycles.
Yes.
Your wife could be going through the Mount Everest. And man, that's extreme.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I'm like, guys, thankful that we don't go through that.
Right.
So we can help them
yes.
navigate it safely. And so I think it's important to stay good communication.
Supportive.
Yeah. And just know your person.
Yeah.
And just really,
yeah.
I don't know, just stay ahead of it. And
right.
I just there's signs that let you know it's getting close before. Usually when you're in it, you're like, how many times you're like, I just wish I would have kept my mouth shut. It's that time of the month. I just need to be an encouragement,
right.
not, react on what I'm receiving.
Yeah.
So on my behalf, I go through it very easy with you. So it's not, I know it's there, but it's not difficult at all. So, but I'm also very in tune.
Yes.
So I feel like I kind of know what's going on.
Yes, I would agree with that. And I think that's why on my channel, I talk so much, not just on carnivore, not just on my faith and our faith, but it is about going through perimenopause. It's going through an identity. It's like an identity crisis. It's like you're trying to figure out who really you even are anymore. And that's why I have so many videos for women out there, and men can watch them too, because I think it does allow them to have more insight into what a woman is thinking and feeling. And that will help them to become a better support to their wife, their sister, their mom, because you don't understand. You used to be one way, you used to be super fun or whatever. This was your personality, and now this is your personality, and I don't get it.
Right.
And we don't get it.
Right. It's kind of like the whole saying, you are what you eat.
Yeah.
And I want to tell you something, when you're putting in a lot of chemicals that you don't even know that are in your food today, how that reacts. And everybody's body chemistry is very different.
Yes.
I'm a little ADHD, so I'm going to say this. So I had no compassion on people with chemical imbalances, none whatsoever. I just didn't understand it. So I'm on Adderall, the lowest dosage, and it really helps. Kind of keeps me focused, and she can tell pretty quick the days that I'm not on it.
True.
But it's just, I'm usually cup half full. That's my attitude for life. It's positive, and I just deal with what comes my way. So my point is, everybody goes through things differently.
Yes.
My doctor changed my med to a slow release XR, whatever. Supposed to last 12 hours. I was doing fine with just the stuff that works, just one pill a day. The lowest dosage, it works. To me, I'm very careful with anything that I don't understand, because I don't want to be addicted to nothing. So he changed it. And I want to tell you something. I'm not an angry person. That week started on Monday, and by Friday, I'm going, what happened to me? And I'm like, every little thing was a trigger, and this and that. And I'm like, then I thought, I changed my medicine. Everybody handles stuff very different.
Yes.
And through that situation, I have more compassion on people that, just struggle with that.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you something, seeing and listening to, as we were researching before we stepped into this, Jordan Peterson, some of his testimonies on, how he's off all the antidepressants.
Yep.
And just like that, it's just mood changes. And then for me to feel it.
Right.
And
I've even said he probably could go off Adderall, because he is on the very lowest dose. So
yeah, I'm not there yet. But it is something that would be fun to try and to do that, but I'm not there yet.
Right.
But I feel like That's possible. I think Dr. Amen
Yep.
has
Does a
whole
lot with
thing.
brain health.
Yeah, brain health. Very interesting to study that because
Yes.
I think his wife was ADHD.
Yeah, she was on
and
Adderall.
she's totally off of it by changing diet.
Yeah.
And I think the whole thing with this
Yes.
is if you feed the brain,
yes,
your whole body comes in line.
Right.
And everything that, and I think we're going to get into that right now or soon.
Yeah.
About when you eat the right foods that feeds, and your brain needs fat. It needs fat. So it's everything.
Yes.
Our society has been kind of saying is bad for you.
It's maddening.
Is really good for you. And I think we're going to go over that here in a second. I can't wait to go into that with you.
Yes. So thank you for that. I think that was really helpful. It's really good insight for men to be able to understand how to support their wives, their moms, their sister, whatever woman is in your life. If they are, I mean, some women start perimenopause in their 30s. I mean, it just is so different for everyone. And so if you're feeling like, man, this relationship is off or that person is off, just with compassion, just step into it with support and some research. And so that's why hopefully this podcast will help with that.
Well, I think there's also one thing that will stick. Guys, this is for you. It's never the thing. It's always the thing behind the thing.
Yeah.
That you've got to figure out, and just realize. So it's never face value. It's always behind it. That is usually a driver. So when you're getting different feedbacks or negative feedbacks, it's a good tool to kind of just don't react on the surface. Dig a little deeper. It changes your whole relationship.
It does.
And it makes it stronger. And you have more compassion, and you can help, feel her feelings and understand where she's coming from. And it just makes it for a sweeter marriage.
It does. Yeah. It definitely does. So ladies, you're not crazy. You are not crazy. Some of you might just be inflamed, exhausted, and underfed. Because women, let's face it, before carnivore, if you're not doing carnivore, we don't eat enough. Or like you were saying, we don't support our brains with enough fat because we've been told that fat's bad for us. So God didn't design you to stay there. So we just encourage you to keep one foot in front of the other. And if this is helping you, we are so happy to continue to provide more information. Okay, let's move on to a physical reset. Tell me, have you experienced less joint pain, more strength? Like how, tell me a little bit about that.
Okay, usually you don't realize until you reflect, because if it's not hurting, you don't think about it.
That's true.
So it's only when you're hurting that you think about it. So
that is true.
I feel like, I'm going to say this real quick.
Yeah.
If you are thinking about carnivore, definitely do that 30, 45 day kind of challenge where you stay really strict with it. Then you can start adding, I think we've added some raw cheese. I think with our coffee.
We do heavy cream.
So we want that fat.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, and I'm getting off of coffee.
Yep.
So I'm just down to 1 cup a day and going to try to work off of it just because of the headaches and stuff. They take you out. But anyway, I feel like it's important just that crucial start of detoxing, being really strict, keeping it to just eggs and meat. And then you can open up other things and add a few little things in it. But in 9 weeks, I love the way I feel. Yeah. Love the way I feel.
Yes.
I've lost, 20 something pounds. I feel great. Blood pressure's down. This past week or so, it's been extremely hot, and it's just, you just push right through it. It's not taking me out, and I love it.
You maintain your energy even through the hot days.
Correct.
Yeah. That's really good.
Right. And I'm not crashing. You're going to find a little bit of that in the beginning. You can watch some of the other videos. Our dip was a little bit longer because we got sick in between almost the first week or two.
Right.
It lasted for about 10 days. So once you kind of get over that hump, you're there. What a change. Just a reset. And I think some of the guys have made comments about that. And I didn't see it until I stepped into it.
Yeah. Did you notice a difference like with your body composition and your strength and maybe your skin? Tell us a little bit about that.
Definitely skin. Because I'm out in the sun all day. So
sunscreen or no sunscreen?
Less.
Okay.
Less. Very, So, and then skin just not as dry.
Yep.
And
not as crepey.
Right. And as far as energy level, I don't, I'm a guy, so I'm not really thinking about this stuff. But so you brought it up, so now I can reflect.
Well, you're a high energy kind of fella anyway.
Yeah. So, I just feel like, it's big improvement. I like what I'm getting.
Yeah.
And cravings, none.
Yeah.
None. I mean, I just,
know.
If it's cheating, and I know it's only a season, and I only do it when it's really hot. I've added watermelon, because,
I think that's
my daughter and I, because my daughter works with me, so we'll come home at lunch and we'll have a half a watermelon, but it's hydrating and getting us, because we are like sweating everything out.
Oh my word. They need to change their clothes like twice a day.
Yes.
Yeah, it's But your supplement that you're taking though is a carnivore electrolyte also, so we make sure that we put a scoop of that in your water. You need to. And I do the same thing.
Yes. So. I mean, yeah. So
okay.
Doing good.
All right. So you know how I always have to tie things into our faith and our spiritual.
Yes.
So I think it does go. I believe it goes hand in hand because I'm a counselor and a coach. I tie things in holistically, mind, body, spirit. And so on a spiritual focus, do you feel like you have more clarity spiritually? I already can see it in your face. Do you feel like you have more spiritual clarity, or that you are able to focus better as an ADHD person on carnivore in your prayer life? Like, what does that look like? When you sit down to pray, are you thinking and firing? You know how like when you sit down to pray, even if you're not you're thinking about this and thinking about that and thinking about...
She's not going to like my answer.
I've got all this to do and I've got this to do. Or now that you're on carnivore and you're more focused and all these things, are you sitting there and you're just like able to just pray and get it done? Are you more focused?
So how I'm wired, I come alive in God's creation. Yes. So to me, anything outdoors, I can see God's handiwork in a blade of grass. I'm just very simple. I'm easy. One of my things, and this is what kind of attracted us, she had something similar, is, I love finding heart rocks. And I found 2 yesterday.
Fun.
It's just kind of like getting an I love you from God. So to me, that's how I'm wired. Okay. So I see it through just the beauty of his creation. I mean, I just can see his, what an artist. The sunrises, the sunset.
Oh, man.
I mean, everything.
Beauty.
So biblically.
Do you feel more focused?
9 weeks into this, do I feel more focused with God? I know because I'm already there. But biblically, I have more understanding, because when I'm reading the Old Testament and I'm seeing 200,000 or 300,000 soldiers moving through the wilderness, how in the heck do they do that and bring all that groceries? So I could see them with meat and jerky and all that surviving well. So, I mean, to me, it really kind of helps understand, that. But I feel like I'm already in tune to God's creation.
Right. That I understand that.
Told you would like my answer.
Yeah, because it doesn't answer my question. But that's okay. We'll move on.
Answer mine.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, for my own self and women, I think some of you out there might be able to relate to this, is that because I have more clarity and focus through not having the blood sugar dips and stuff, it does make sense that we are able to focus more on our prayer life and being able to focus on sitting down and reading the word and spending time with God and just sitting and meditating. I loved one subscriber had said, take some time to get out in the sun a couple times a day. Vitamin D is so good for you. Oh. Don't be scared of the sun. You don't need to put sunscreen on every time you go outside.
Right.
So, and sit there and meditate on God's word or what God's showing. Maybe it's a word. Maybe it's a prayer, or maybe it's just sitting in silence before God and just taking in beautiful creation, the sun on your skin, and just soaking it in and just no phones, no electronics, no, books, or, just sit there and just enjoy God. And I think and believe that doing that, it does help it helps tie in everything. It's what we put in our bodies. It is what we put in our minds. It is what we allow ourselves to be exposed to.
Can I add something?
Please.
Okay. To me, this is just how my brain works.
You have a fun brain, buddy.
I feel like, life is like being on a treasure hunt. And yes. The treasure is experiencing God. When you look at,
yes,
I think it's Revelations 3:20, where it talks about Jesus knocking on the door. If you hear his voice, he wants to come in and share a meal with you.
Yep.
And that's the intimacy level that God wants to have in every part of your life. But he's not going to step in unless you invite.
Yes.
He is you have to, that he gave us free will. So we can choose him or reject him. That's it when it comes down to it. But I mean, when you understand that God wants to be a part of everything you do today, and tomorrow, and the next day, he's right there.
Yeah,
he
wants a relationship.
I know, it's not playing church,
right?
It's relationship. It's like
it's Monday through Saturday, not just on Sunday. Yeah,
it can be Sunday too.
Please let it be every day.
So anyway, I think it's important to really understand.
Yes.
God created
this
big old beautiful world to do life with him. And and then, try it at the end of the day. Look back at your day and say, okay, where did I experience God?
Right.
I told you I do heart rocks. I see them. Heart mud clots, it's funny. And I just kind of like getting an I love you from God. So to me, you do it through heart clouds.
Yeah.
So there's so many different ways to experience God and just see how he just tied your day together.
Yes.
And I think it's important to be aware. So,
I love that. Thank you for that.
Because there's so many people in life that are just stepping over all these treasures.
Missing them, right?
They're just missing all these simple beautiful little things.
Treasures.
And then you just never know who you're going to bump into. That you get to talk about him.
Yes.
And just that's one thing God has really given us: great friends.
Yes.
Amazing friends.
Yes.
And
we're very grateful for that.
Love it.
Yes, indeed. So
it's my rabbit trail.
That's okay. That was good. That was good. Thank you. So we invite you guys to share your benefits and what were your I didn't expect this moments. If you wouldn't mind commenting in the comment section down below and just share with us some of your thoughts and feelings. And I do have a coaching link through Simple Practice that if you do want women further coaching, or if you have daughters that need coaching, I really don't limit an age. I do open it to all women, even if some of it I advertise for specific women over 40, but I do help women of all ages, and I'm happy to help you guys. If you want to, I will link that in the description box below.
Perfect.
So you guys, thank you so much for being.
She's really good.
Thank you, love. I just thank you for being a part of this episode with us today, talking about benefits, talking about our life changed. This is literally, we started this as a 30-day journey, and now we have adopted this as our way of life. And it's been beautiful doing it together. So thank you for joining us on this journey. We love you guys, and we will see you in the next one.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.